Hey, what's up, everybody? We got the Senators of the Red Sox here once again. This is May 28th, 1949. We're starting to run out of days. 22-14 are the Red Sox, tied for first place. The Senators 14-25, about as far away as you can get. And there's Eddie Robinson taking a ball and popping one up to the left side. Pesky's got that one gone. Here's Bud Stewart, who takes a strike, 0-1. There's a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1 now on Stewart. There's ball 2 to him, 2-1. Breaking balls inside, 3-1 on Bud, and there's ball 4. So Joe Dobson loses one already, and here's Clyde Fulmer, and Dobson misses 1 ball, no strikes. There's one hit deep and far to left center field with Stewart running, and that is a home run for Clyde Fulmer, and that makes us a 2-0 game right at the very beginning. Here now Al Evans takes a strike. So the score 2-0 as I hit the wrong button. 0-2 now on Evans. He hit that ball. Fulmer did a long way away over DiMaggio's head right up here. Evans 1-2, the count on him. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, or for out 2. And here's Al Kozar. Hits a fly ball to right field as Zarilla's there and gets that for the out. We go straight to the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 Washington, and here's Ted Williams. Only one hit for the Senators, 2 runs. Takes a knuckler from Mickey Hefner for a strike and then a ball. Hefner, 0-3 this season, 6.52 ERA, has a 1-2 count on Williams. And there's strike 3. First strikeout for Hefner, his 8th in 29 1/3 innings now. Here's Vern Stevens, who fouls one away, 1-1. There's a ball to him, 2-1. Popped up Robinson, first baseman with that for the out, 2 gone. Dom DiMaggio now takes the ball away. Knuckler's low, 2-0 on Dom. Low and outside ball 3, and he takes a fat strike. So 3-1 now on DiMaggio. Fouls that one away. It's a full count on Dom. Fly ball left field, and that baby's over the monster for a home run, and that makes this a 2-1 ball game. Dom DiMaggio shows that the Red Sox lineup is very strong, especially at that top. 0-2 now the count on Billy Goodman. There's a ball to him, 1-2. There's a little roller right side. Kozar ends up making the play on that, throwing over to first for the out. And we go to the top of the second. It's Sam Denty, who takes a ball in the dirt, 1-0. There is another ball on him, 2-0. There's a pop-up out of play, 2-1 on Sam. It's fouled back. It's 2-2 on Denty. 2-1 ball game. Denty fouls another one off. That's high. Full count now on Sam. That's hit to left field. Williams got it. One away. Buddy Lewis. Lewis takes the ball high, curve, 1-0. And that's a low change, too low, 2-0. Good breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-1. And that one misses. It's 3-1 on Buddy, and that's down and in. And there's a walk, and that'll bring up Eddie Yost. So runner on first, 2-1 Senators. Yost, of course, hitting only 180, which is why he's hitting 8th. 2-0 is the count on him, and he swings and misses that changeup. It's 2-1. And there's a biting curveball, 2-2. And the count is full as Dobson misses again. Full count, and that's high. So Dobson now has walked 3 here, only in the top of the second. There's a bunt up here by Mickey Hefner, and it's over to the right side. Goodman has to flip to Doer, covering it first, and the runners move up 2 away. And here's Eddie Robinson, runners on at second and third. There's a strike in there to Eddie, 0-1, and there's a ball off the plate, 1-1. That's low, 2-1. Way off the plate, 3-1 on Robinson, and that's in tight, so that's ball 4. We've had 3 walks in this inning, 4 overall for Dobson today. He throws a strike here to Buddy Stewart, and then there's a fly ball over to Ted Williams and left. That's not quite deep enough, and we go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Al Zarilla here for the Red Sox, and he lines one towards first base past Robinson into the corner, and that's going to be a double for Zarilla easily, and that brings up Johnny Pesky. Runner on at second, and nobody out, bottom of the second, 2-1 Senators. There's 2 balls quickly in on Johnny, 2-0. That's inside, 3-0 the count. And there's a strike, 3-1, and there's strike 2. Full count now on Johnny, and that's hitting the whole right side. And Pesky's able to beat that one out. Kozar got there, and Pesky was already to first by the time he tried to throw. And Zarilla, of course, ends up on third. Here comes Bertie Tebbetts. Runners on the corners. And Tebbetts, of course, good against lefties. 1 strike on him and a ball, 1-1. That's high. It's 2-1 now on Bertie. Hit left side. And boy, how about this one? So this pop-up is a complete and total disaster in the end, as Yost, Denty, and Stewart all run after that. Yost, the third baseman, and Denty, the second baseman, and Stewart, the left fielder, end up colliding. And then Denty ends up making the catch, and you got to wonder about that one. How many idiots does it take to turn to screw in a light bulb? Runners on at first and third still, 1 away now. Bobby Doer, 1-1 the count on him. There's a throw to first base, and that is wide, and Robinson couldn't pull that one in, and that ends up scoring the run, and Pesky moves up to second. That's a really bad play by the pitcher. And so his throw to first is completely off. The runner moves up. The other runner scores. It's a 2-2 ball game, and Bobby Doerr hasn't done anything. 1-1 the count. That's fouled away. 1-2. Fouled back. Still 1-2. It's inside for a ball. 2-2 on Bobby. That's off the plate. It's a full count on him, and that's hit on the ground. Kozar has that one, throws to first for the out. Pesky moves to third. So 2 away. There's Joe Dobson, who takes a strike and then a ball. 1-1. 2-2 now the score. 2-1 on Joe. High and outside is 3-1. And there's ball 4 to Dobson, and that brings up the splendid Splinter. So 2-2 ball game. Williams struck out last time. He takes a ball. Fouls one away. 1-1. And there's a pop-up wide of the bag, out of play. Yost can't get there. 1-2 the count. And there's ball 2 to Ted. Deuce is wild. There you go. 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. And there's a line drive to left field. And that one ends up falling in front of Stewart. The wind knocks that one down. That's a base hit for Williams. And he has driven in the go-ahead run. It is 3-2 Boston here in the bottom of the second. That brings up Vern Stevens. So we've seen some offense, haven't we? We had that game 2 games ago where the Cardinals beat the Pirates by the 18-2 margin. 3-2 here in the bottom of the second for the Red Sox. Slow ground ball, third base line. I'm sorry, first base line. Third base line, yes, is Dobson who gets that, throws over to first to get out Stevens, and we go to the top of the third. Clyde Fulmer hits one down the third base line. Pesky got a glove onto that one, but he just slowed it down, couldn't get it. Fulmer ends up with the double. That one bounces off the wall, and we go to Al Evans, runner on at second, nobody out, top of the third. 2-0 the count in Al Evans. That's fouled away. It's 2-1. And there's a change low, 3-1. That's in too tight. There's the walk, and here comes Al Kozar. Walk number 5 given up by Dobson. Kozar fouls one away left side and then takes a ball high, 1-1. Fouled away again, 1-2. Ground ball to short. Stevens on to Doerr for 1, and then on to Goodman for 2, and there's the double play. 2 away now as Fulmer moves up to third. Here's Sam Denty who takes a strike. Then a ball high and inside, 1-1. Foot outside of that one, 2-1. Pop-up foul ground just out of play, 2-2 the count on Sam. And there's another foul ball, still 2-2, and that's hit deep to right field. Zarilla goes back to the wall, and he's got it for the out, and we go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-2 Red Sox, and here's Dom DiMaggio, homered last time up for his third this season. 2-0 quickly the count on him. That's hit to right field. Lewis has it for the out, 1 away. Billy Goodman hits one over to right center field, and that's a base hit as that falls in there. Goodman today 1 for 2, getting that average up there. He's over 400. Al Zarilla now takes a ball inside, and there's a base hit in the left, and Goodman will stop at second. So runners on at first and second here for Johnny Pesky. Zarilla is 2 for 2, and here comes Pesky, who's 1 for 1, hitting 279. Red Sox are all hitting, and there's a foul back and another foul back. 0-2 on Johnny. That's just wide. It's 1-2. Pop-up foul ground just out of the reach of Yost, and the count is still 1-2. That pitch misses, 2-2. And there's a chopper off the plate. That bounced high. Eddie Yost had to run, grab that one, throw in one motion, and gets him at first. Goodman and Zarilla all move up, and we have 2 men out now for Bertie Tebbetts. He's 0 for 1. 264 is Tebbetts this season. 2-0 the count on him. Fouls one away. It's 2-1. Hit to right field. Lewis has that for the out. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Still 3-2 Red Sox. Here's Buddy Lewis for the Senators. Takes a ball inside and then a strike. A little high. And there's one fouled away. 1-2. Ground ball second base. Doerr has it on to first. 1 gone. Eddie Yost now takes a ball. And then another ball low. Curve outside. 3-0 the count. And there's a late strike at the knees. It's 3-1 on Eddie. Ground ball, shortstop Stevens grabs that one out of the middle of the sky, throws to first for the second out. Here's Mickey Hefner who takes the ball. And there's another one inside and low. 2-0. That's an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. Bad hop ground ball, but Stevens recovers, throws on to first for the out. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still 3-2 Red Sox. Here's Bobby Doerr who takes the ball high. That's wide. 2-0 on Bobby. There's a ground ball up to short. Denty has it on to first for the out, 1 away. Joe Dobson hits one to right field. Lewis slides and catches that one for the out, 2 away. Here's Ted Williams, who's 1 for 2, has that run RBI, RBI. 2-0 the count. Ground ball third base, and there's a throw to first, and it's not in time. Williams beat that one out, so it's another base hit. Now it's going to be an error is what they're calling it, and that is that's a pretty rough call, I think, on Yost, where the throw was there. Robinson just wasn't able to control it. So Williams called safe at first, but they give him the air. Vern Stevens now 0-1 the count, and there's the ball, 1-1. And that's on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. And that ball is just wide, 2-2 on Vern. Throw to first, nothing doing. Ground ball up the middle. Denty, the shortstop, has it, throws to first for the out. We go to the top of the fifth. It'll be Eddie Robinson who takes the strike. 0-1, fly ball left center. DiMaggio, center fielders, Williams ends up catching that. One away. Here's Buddy Stewart. It's one over to center field. This time is DiMaggio. 2 gone, and here's Clyde Fulmer. Ground ball shortstop. Stevens, easy play, easy inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 3-2 still Red Sox, and here's Dom DiMaggio who takes the ball. Pops one up behind short, and it's Denty who's got that for the out. One away. Billy Goodman takes the ball down low, 1-0. It's popped up, out of play, 1-1. There's the ball again, 2-1 on Billy. That's fouled back. 2-2 is now the count. And that's fouled back again. Still 2-2 on Billy. And there's one inside. Full count now on Goodman. Ground ball up left center field. And there's another base hit for the Red Sox. So they have 7 so far today. Also 2 errors by the Senators. Only 1 walk given up by Hefner. Al Zarilla takes a strike and then fouls one away, 0-2. That's outside. 1-2 on Al. Ground ball up the middle, and Kozar has that, flips to Denty for 1 on to first, but just not in time. And here comes Johnny Pesky. 3-2 ball game. Pesky up there is 1 for 2 today. Takes a strike. There's a ball high, 1-1. Ground ball third base. Yost goes to Kozar at second for the force, and we go to the top of the sixth. It'll be Al Evans for the Senators, and he takes a strike. Curveball. There's a foul ball. 0-2 quickly on the catcher. That one misses. It's 1-2. Curveball too high, 2-2 on Evans. And that's way high. Full count now on him. Ground ball right side. Doer, good stop, but that'll be a base hit. Base hit is what they're going to call for, as Dobson never left the mound. And that really should be an error on Dobson, but they'll give him the base hit. Hit number 3 for the Senators. Here's Al Kozar, who takes a ball, showing bunt, and then takes a strike, 1-1. That's rolled towards third base. Pesky has that on to first just in time for the out. 1 away. Here's Sam Denty, and Evans is at second. 1 ball to Denty, and that's fouled away. 1-1 now the count. And there's another strike, 1-2. That's high and away, 2-2 on Denty. Ground ball first base. Goodman has that, will do it himself as Evans moves to third. 2 away, and here's Buddy Lewis. It's a foul ball by Lewis, 0-1. And that is low. 1-1 the count on Buddy. That breaking ball is low. It's 2-1 on Lewis. And that's a ground ball to Doer at second, and he throws to first for the out. Another relatively easy inning for Dobson. We go to the bottom of the sixth. And here is Birdie Tebbets, who takes the ball. And so the count now on Tebbets is 1-0. Tebbets kind of having a rough time here, I would say, this season. 262, and that's close to what he hit in real life. 370 on-base percentage, 355 slugging percentage, maybe a little bit better than real life. 2-1 now the count on him. Having a hard time this game, though. He's been up and he's been down. 2-2 the count, and there's a pop-up left field. Stewart just in fair territory, barely, for the out. 1 away. Here's Bobby Doer, takes the ball, and that's low and away. 2-0 on Bobby. Ground ball short. Denty on to first, 2 gone. Here's Joe Dobson. Ball in there to Dobson, 1-0 on the pitcher, and there's another one in the dirt. It's 2-0. Dobson hitting 300 out of 20 at-bats. 3-0 the count on him. There's a strike. It's 3-1, and that's through the left side for a base hit, so that average will increase. Dobson makes it to first, and here's Ted Williams, who's 1 for 3 today, hitting 369. Throw to first, nothing doing. Williams with a 506 on-base percentage takes the ball. That's high and inside. It's 2-0 on him. 667 the slugging. That's fouled back. 2-1 now on the Splendid Splinter. It's fouled away. It's 2-2. And that is a check swing, and they're calling that a ball. Full count now on Ted. And there's one popped up, out of play. Full count remains. And there's ball 4 off the plate, so Williams gets the walk, and Dobson moves to second. Here comes Vern Stevens, who's 0 for 3 today. Quiet game for him. He takes a strike, hitting 318, also with a lot of slugging. And there's strike 2 as he couldn't check his swing. Ground ball left side, Denty, shortstop on to first, and we go to the top of the 7th. Eddie Yost now takes a ball low and outside. Ground ball right side, Doer on to first, 1 away. Here will be a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Mark Chrisman, and he quickly hits a ground ball over to Vern Stevens, who throws to first. Couldn't even introduce him. 2 gone. Here's Eddie Robinson, takes the ball, and then another ball, 2-0. Fouled away. It's 2-1 on Eddie. Blast right field line, just foul, just on the wrong side of that pole there, 2-2. And there's an off-speed breaking ball, and Dobson gets him struck out, and we go to the bottom of the seventh. It'll be Dom DiMaggio. Close ball game. Joe Haynes comes on for the Senators. He's thrown 15 2/3 innings, 6.32 ERA, throws a ball to Dom DiMaggio. 3-0 is his record, and it's a 3-0 count here on DiMaggio. There's a strike to him, 3-1 now. That's a long one over to right field, and that baby is gone, and you can see that baby going all the way. DiMaggio with 2 home runs today, and it is now a 4-2 ball game, a little bit of breathing room for the Red Sox. Here's Billy Goodman, who takes a strike from the hard-throwing Haynes. There's another bell-tie fastball, 0-2. So we went from the knuckleballer to the fastball pitcher. Pop up behind the plate, out of play, 0-2 still on Goodman. Fastball's inside, 1-2. That's high, 2-2 now on Goodman. Popped up, out of play, 2-2 it remains, and that's out of play again. And there's a liner towards the hole. Denty grabs that one on the fly. 1 away, sorry. Here's Alzarillo, takes the ball high, 1-0. That's deep to right field. That baby's gone. That's a home run for Zarilla. So it's 5-2 now. Red Sox, 2 homers in this inning. And here's Johnny Pesky, who hits a line drive to the right side for a base hit. That brings up Bertie Tebbetts, who's over 3. Pesky on first. Pesky runs along with this pitch, and is popped up, foul ground, first base side. Pesky makes it back to the bag as Eddie Robinson grabs that for the out, 2 away. Here's Bobby Doerr, who's also 0-3. And 2-0 is the count on him. There was a pitch out. Pesky's not running anywhere. There's another one inside. It's a 3-0 count on Bobby, and that's in there for a strike. 3-1 now on Doerr. And that one misses, and that's a walk, and that'll bring up Joe Dobson and a new pitcher, Dick Welteroth. Not what you want to see happen. So the Senators having to go from one pitcher to the next, and it'll be Welteroth throwing a ball to Dobson. Welteroth, 24 2/3 innings, 5.11 ERA, 1-2 record. 2-0 is the count on Dobson. There's a swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Up into the alley in left center field. Fulmer can't get there in time. That's, I think, off the wall. That'll score 1, send Doerr to third, as that's a single, kind of a long single. It's a 6-3 ball game, and here's Teddy Ballgame. Ted Williams takes the ball low, 1-0. Line base hit right field, and near the line, that's a single for Williams, and Dobson moves to third as that scores a run. It's 7-2. Here is Vern Stevens. Inside that pitch, 1-0 on Vern. That's ball too high. There's a strike, 2-1 on Stevens, and that's over to right field, and Lewis has that for the out. Stevens having a real quiet game. We go to the top of the 8th. Bud Stewart here for the Senators, and he hits a line drive past Pesky over to left field for a base hit. That'll bring up Clyde Fulmer with a runner on first, and Fulmer takes a ball and then pops one up. Stevens, the shortstop, has that one away. Al Evans takes the ball high, 1-0. Line drive, fair ball over third, and that's a double there for Evans. Stewart ends up holding a third base. 7-2 ball game. Runners on at second and third now, and Al Kozar's up there. He fouls one away and takes a ball, 1-1. Ground ball shortstop, Stevens goes to first with it, and the run comes home. It's a 7-3 ball game. Sam Denty now takes the strike. 7-3 the score. 1-1 the count on Sam. And there's a curveball for a strike, 1-2. Breaking ball goes wide, is 2-2 on him. Fouled away at the plate, still 2-2. And that's just out of play, 2-2 it remains. Ball inside, full count now on Denty. It's fouled away again. And that's outside with a breaking ball, and there are runners on at first and second. Now here's Buddy Lewis, and he hits a ground ball over to Doerr at second, throws on to first for the out. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. So it's a 7-3 lead for the Red Sox. Here's Dom DiMaggio. He has 2 home runs already. And that's over Denty's head for a base hit over to left field. And DiMaggio now is 3 for 5. 2 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. Here comes Billy Goodman, who's 2 for 4. Goodman takes a ball, 14 hits for the Red Sox. And there's another ball from Welteroth, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. It's on the outside corner for a strike, 2-2. And there's a fair ball down the line over first. Goodman playing very, very well. DiMaggio will hold. That's a double for Goodman easily, and that'll bring in a new pitcher. Forrest Thompson is the new pitcher. And here comes Alzarillo, who homered last time up. Runners on at second and third, 7-3 the score. Zarilla, 368 the average. Fouls one away, 0-1. A lot of power for this guy, and that's high and tight, 1-1. There's ball 2 to him. It's 2-1. That's just outside, 3-1 the count. And there's strike 2, so full count now and out, and that's hit just foul. Full count remains. Pop up, and Denty has that for the out, 1 away. Here's Johnny Pesky. Pesky takes the ball high, hitting 2 for 4 today, 1-1 the count on him. Roller towards short. DiMaggio will go home, and here goes Denty to first, and it's now an 8-3 ball game. Here comes Birdie Tebbets as Goodman has to stay at second. Tebbets takes a strike, 2 outs here, and then a ball, 1-1 the count. 8-3 ball game. There's another ball to Tebbets, almost got away, and there's ball 3 to him. It's 3-1. There's another strike to him. So full count now on Tebbets. It's a line shot towards right center field into the gap, and that's going to be an easy double for Tebbets, and that scores another run. It's now 9-3. And here's Bobby Dewar, one of the two who hasn't gotten a hit yet, and they're going to put him on intentionally and will pitch to Joe Dobson. Dobson is 2 for 3 today with an RBI, and there's a pitch that misses the target completely. It's a wild pitch by Thompson. And so Tebbets and Dewar move up, and so the runners are now on at second and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. There's a strike to Joe. There's a pitch high. It's 2-1. It's well out and away, 3-1. I'm going to tell him to take it, and there's one at the knee, so it's a full count now on Joe. Ground ball right side, Kozar on to first, and we go to the top of the 9th. Joe Dobson trying to finish this one off, takes a ball. Throws a ball, rather, and then hits a ground ball over to Dewar. The hitter, Yost, does, and the throw is to first for the out, 1 away. Sherry Robertson, hitting the number 9 spot, takes a ball and has a strike on him, 1-1. Pop-up, Tebbets has that, so the catcher catches that for the second out. And here's Eddie Robinson. He takes a ball, then a strike, 1-1. And there's another one fouled straight back, 1-2 on Eddie. And that's foul back again. 1-2 is the count still. 2-2 as that was low. That one just misses, full count now on Robinson, and that's just high. So Robinson will take his base, and up comes Bud Stewart. Not exactly a close game, as there's a ball in there to Bud. There's a strike, 1-1. And that's fouled off the thumbs, 1-2 the count. That's hit deep to center field. DiMaggio's got that easily for the out, and that is the end. Red Sox win this one 9-3, and they win this one pretty emphatically. And so hope you enjoyed that. It was close for a couple minutes there, but not for long. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.